clay. It's like if you really like liquidized like scar wax. Is kind of what it looks like. I did quicker looks and got faster at it, but I feel like you guys really like when I take my time. You guys like hanging out with me, and that's the point of my channel, so why am I dipping so fast? Like, and I'm not trying to, it's just, it's hard to, when I finish a makeup look after an hour, keep it going and feel like I'm bothering you guys, so, I don't know. The reason this formula works so much better than the others is because you can get it. I don't know if you're a darker skin tone. I don't know if they only have it in this shade. I have no idea. But for me personally, because they have it in this beige, it just covers. Like if I use the Tatcha silk canvas one that's like this, it's white. So when it fills my pores, it makes my pores white. So, I don't know. Flirty. Just a cute little flirty look. Because I remember when I was in school, like, when you go out, you beautiful, I think it's, oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. When I would go out when I was in school, the only reason I really went out was to look good. Especially when I was single. I was like, I'm gonna look so good. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go hang out with people. And because I'd look for dudes, I'd be like, I'm gonna look all cute. And tried making myself look, I don't know, not tough. But I definitely went for a more punk type thing, but not overboard. But yeah, that's why I say flirty, because to flirt, makeup can be a version of flirting. If you're doing it to make yourself like look better, not as an offensive way, just to accentuate what you have, I mean, that's kind of cute. A lot of people use makeup like just for that reason, so that's why it's flirty. I'm going all the way around my face, just making sure I get all those pores covered. I have extra, so I'll just rub it in my hands and go over it a little bit. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go in with foundation. Where there's put right now. My thing, I got a email from Twitch, and they were like, "Oh yeah, upon your request, we're gonna delete your Twitch account." And I was like, "Upon my request?" And it showed my name, but my name on here is just Goob Stuff 1, because I couldn't get just Goob Stuff, so I just did 1. Because everybody calls me Gooby, that's the whole reason I started this. It was Makeup by Krista, because that's my name. But then I started playing video games and doing other stuff, and realized my channel's not gonna just be for makeup, even though lately that's what I've been doing. But I was like, I panicked, because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna delete my channel and everything I've worked for. So I replied to the email and was like, I didn't request this. And then I went to their page to make sure that that wasn't happening. And they instantly, nothing, I wasn't hacked either, because nothing was changed. My password remained the same and I could get in just fine. Because at first I thought I was hacked. And so once I responded, they responded instantly on the Twitch website. And we're like, oh yeah, here's the thing to reactivate your account, click on this. And I did. It was the login of my account, and it instantly just went on to my account. My account wasn't deactivated at all like it said it was. I don't know if Twitch just messed up or what happened, but it freaked me out because I'm finally starting to grow again. Like, Twitch, when you do Twitch streams, it goes in waves. Sometimes you grow, and then other times you'll have a little bit where it's like the same. But overall, I've been growing pretty good. Hi! So it freaked me out when it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna deactivate your account. I'm like, oh my god. Because I just did a stream, I got 232 views. And that's the most views I've had yet for being a small streamer, which is really good. And I'm like, so I finally hit this mark of being over 100 followers, and it's going to take me out now. Great. So I went in with the foundation, and now I'm using, I don't go back in and cover all my acne or whatever, because to me that looks stupid. Like, if you have like a pimple on you, to me, that's not the end of the world. And I had really bad skin. But if you cover it with foundation, foundation will never cover texture. So if you try to cover up your pimples with foundation, it just gives you these like colorless bumps on your skin that match the foundation. And that in turn can make your skin look very, very fake. So you don't want to do that. I usually don't cake on foundation. For today's video, I will. Like I said, I don't like caking on foundation because my face is naturally darker than my neck because I have freckles everywhere. As you can see, I am covered in freckles. Mostly on my arms. Look at that gun. Ooh, so strong. Mostly on my face and my arms, my shoulders, because I'm a farmer. So where I get sun is where they're the most prominent. So I don't like covering them. But, of course, today I will, because I'm going to do bigger makeup. I want this stream to be longer. The whole point of this stream is to hang out with you guys more. So that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to keep... I dampened my beauty blender, and that's what I was doing right now. But, as you guys know, even though I go in with makeup and I'm pretty good, I go cheaper routes that work the same, and I figured out things that work for me. So, I have sensitive skin, and I can't powder a lot because it'll make me look cracked. So what I use to set my powder, or set with powder, is baby powder because it's sensitive, because it's for babies, and it's white as translucent. So I just use it like that, and it's cheap. You get a giant thing for like nothing compared to like, oh, an official powder that's like $50. I'm not paying that. So set that. The reason I didn't set this because I'm gonna go in with contour and bronzer, so not gonna do that yet. Let me see. I want to set that right away though, because if you're somebody who gets like wrinkles right here, I do from the sun because farming. So then I set it right away, and that takes away that problem. Okay, my pimples, they live in on my body for free. That's how I was for the longest time, especially through hormones. I was like, this is literally the worst. Like, I can't, and they're way better than they were. So even though I have pretty bad skin, as you can see here, I have some acne. A lot of it's just acne scarring from before. I used to hate it, but now I'm kind of like, even though I have not the greatest skin still, I'm like, I don't care, because it's still way better than what it was, so I'm not like too bummed about it. Alright, let me take this powder, put that there. I have the Anastasia contour, the cream contour. I like creams, and then I set with powders, so like, I'll go in with like a contour, and then I'll set with a bronzer, and then go in with my blush and stuff. So, and then I just dot, I take some on my finger. Here's my natural bone structure. I go hair above it, because if you go really far up, it's fake. It makes everything really high up here, and it makes you look like this part is so long. To me, that looks really funky, so I don't do that. A lot of people like the higher look, but if you go too far, everything's like up here, and then all of a sudden it's like, this is really long. So, and I have a longer face, I like to think. So, I don't want to make it look way longer. I'm actually going to take it out a little bit, right like that. I like how that looks. I'm going to take this, and what I do with if you just do a line, it's going to be way harder to blend. If you just pick up a little bit, like, here's how much I pick up normally. Not a crazy amount, you just go in and then you dot where you need to. I dot and do bronzer right here because it makes my nose look a little more pointed up, and it shortens it, and I have a longer nose, so I like doing that. I have these crazy brow bones, which I love, but a lot of times I hate for eye looks because it makes my life so much harder, but it is unique, so it's whatever. I have pretty big brow bones, so it makes my crease pretty severe, so I can't do the snatched cat eye looks that everybody else does, just not my face. The reason I shave the ends of my eyebrows is because my eyebrows naturally go down with my crease. As you can see, I have like puppy dog eyes where they go down. I have big, just droopy puppy dog eyes. So my eyebrows used to go down. So talk about so many different things. Like, it's not just one thing, and it's not like, okay, now we do the 3 motion or whatever. Like, it's just rad. We just all talk about different things, like we're buddies, and that's what I wanted out of this stream. I want you guys to like not be discouraged about makeup and not think I'm like a god. I don't know why so many makeup artists want to feel like they're gods or like be idolized and not just have a lot of friends. I feel like that's just my approach. I don't know. For some reason I just think the beauty community is toxic, and I don't want a part of it. Like, I kind of want to just do my own thing with the beauty community, like my own, and not deal with that. So even though we set under eyes, you can see this line. These are my bags. Those won't go away. Texture will not go away with foundation. I'm sorry. I don't have a professional skin team, and I don't have a Photoshop team. So I won't lie to you guys. Bags and texture will never go away unless you have Photoshop. Or a skin team and like surgeons, like dermatologists at hand. I don't make that kind of money. So what I do is, once it's set with powder, I'll go over it if I feel like I need more coverage. Honestly, if I'm going to the store, chances are I won't even put on makeup. But if I'm going somewhere that I want to put on makeup, but I'm kind of lazy and just want to do it real quick, I'll just do this. Now, don't go crazy with the layering. Like, you can't keep going back and forth, especially if you have sensitive skin like me. That won't work. It'll eventually, like, give you this weird, gunky texture. So you gotta be careful. And especially, baby powder is cheaper. It works pretty much the same. If you're someone newer to makeup, you're not really gonna notice a whole difference. But, just warning you, it is a little different. Make sure you don't have a whole lot of excess. See how that's flying through there? Make sure you always tap off excess. There's still some on. We set again. I do this because powder dulls your face. Like, you can have a white powder and it can brighten it. So I like to go in a lot more, and then it re-brightens my face, so when I powder it, it's not so crazy. But, like, look at this. This, with my neck, now I got a little tan today, so it's a little different, but once I put on the bronzer and everything, and we get this all blended out, it'll be fine. You can put foundation on your neck. I don't care enough. My face never matched my neck, so I'm not one of those people. To me, like, I don't think I shouldn't say that. A lot of people, like, their face will match their neck, usually. I'm just covered in freckles, so I'm like, no. Like, my nose, you can see my nose is already darker than the rest of my body, like, than the rest of my face, because I have this little mask of freckles. My nose is turd brown, like, all the time. And if I severely contour it and do the big dark bronzer stuff, it looks like I dip my nose in poop. Like, that's just how it looks, and I can't follow the same things that a lot of these other people do, which is kind of why I have a lot of... My face doesn't match what a lot of people's tutorials show you. I'm going to set this now with bronzer. I'm going to go a little bit over, doing little circular motions, barely touching the skin. As always, dip in, tap off. Cool tones for contour, warm tones for bronzer. Cool tones for contour because shadows are cool tone usually, as you can see. So you need gray because you're mimicking shadows, so you need a cool tone. Bronzers to warm up your face, so bronzer, warm, contour, cool. Little circles right above just to lift and warm up your face. And like I said before, I use bronzer to mimic tan. Like, I like looking at people where they have it like a bronze goddess, but like if I'm going out, it doesn't look good, and it doesn't look natural, of course. So I want my skin to pretty much look as realistic and natural as possible as I can get away with. Like, this by no means is like super, super crazy. It's still pretty. When I turn to the side, it's not like a real harsh orange line. It's just kind of there. And I go in with a big brush at the end of my skin routine and do all this. So I push my hairline back so it gets in all those light spots. And then I just kind of tuck it in my temples. I'll go over here just to set underneath there lightly. And I'll go right at the tip of my nose underneath to shorten that up. So like, look at that. It didn't really tan up my face a whole lot, but it did definitely a little bit. If you're one of those people who it needs to match, I would never do this. Real life, never do it, because my face doesn't match my neck ever, so I don't care. People probably look around when I'm walking around, and they're probably like, especially if they're good at makeup, they're probably like, oh my god, it doesn't match. I don't know them, so I don't care. So then I just go, I usually contour my collarbones and stuff, but I just put a little bit of bronzer on so it kind of melted in together. Now, we'll go in with a little bit of blush. Do I want to do cream blush? We'll do cream blush for this sake for right now. It's so hot in my room. This is the Milk bronzer. It doesn't show up. It shows up pretty sheer, which if you're somebody who's doing this for more of like a natural look, do it. If you have a longer nose or you don't want to elongate your nose and you do this trick to shorten it, don't go in with bronzer here or blush here like the e-girls, because all this contouring by using a highlight and a low light, what you're doing is covering all that with the same shade, same tone, taking away all that you built here. That'd be like me doing all this and then I cover it with white paint. Like that, you don't want to do that because that makes everything diminished and the same color. So I'll put some right there and put some right there, because again, I am mimicking tan. So I always like looking a little more, I like looking cute, but I like looking cute like I was out in the field all day and I'm a little pink. Like that, not like ooh nuzzle. You know what I mean? No offense, like I've done the big blush and that I do love it. It just, that's not what I'm going for right now. And you always gotta look at like where you tan. Like me, I got a pretty big snoz, so I put a little pink there, put a little pink here, and at the tops of my cheekbones, because they'll always get tan, so I do that. But like, look at this. Refreshed looking, pink. Like, I look like I've been out in the sun, and not anything highly contoured or whatever. So where's my, here it is. What's Up? My favorite highlighter, I found it. Cream highlighters, I can't recommend them enough. I like a stiffer cream, though. Because it just looks a little better. If I use a real liquidy one, that kind of works like a metallic for me for some reason. Like if it goes on too easy and too light, it picks up texture really easy. And this for some reason just doesn't. You just tap it on. It's like kind of like a clay. I have to get more. I did the Sephora Pro boxes where you'd like spend $10 a month and you get like a bunch of free samples. And that's what this is. That's what most of my makeup was for a long time. Because it honestly was bomb. Like, they gave you good makeup. But then they started giving you too much skincare stuff. And my skin's sensitive where I can only use certain things. But because it was $10, I was like, oh, I gotta use it. And it messed up my skin, but... Then I put some on the brow bone. And this just accentuates everything. Again, like, I was out in the field. Like, my skin's a little glowy because I've been out. Like, look at how pretty that looks. And if you want, like, one of those natural glossy shimmers on your eyes, use... eyeshadow for eyeliner, it's the same thing. You just need to make sure that you have enough liquid on there so it doesn't end up really dry looking. And you need to make sure that you don't have too much liquid so it's not like flat like paint, unless you don't care. Some people don't care. And if it looks flat, I like it to look like it has hair here. And I like a really structured brow. That's why my brows aren't natural, because it's kind of hard to make a natural brow when you have no hair. But I don't even like the look of like a natural fluffy brow at the end. I like a structured brow end, so which is my jam. This big swoop won't stay. I always like a harsh angle with my brows. Even though I can do like really feminine looks. My looks, I like always want my brows to be tough looking. Like I always want them to be more, I don't know, angled and harsh. Not like really severe. By no means is this like crazy like goth, but I don't know, it's just what I like. Just going back and forth. And obviously, if you're doing someone else's face and you need to do this routine because you fall in love with it, use setting spray, use a spray bottle of water. Don't use your spit, especially now. But, and I said, I never draw on my brows even. My brows never look even when I draw them on. I literally draw on pretty much 2 different brows. And then I conceal them to look the same because I have a very asymmetrical face. Like most people, you don't have a perfectly symmetrical face, but for makeup, for some reason, that's like forbidden. So, anywho, so I don't have the greatest skin. I have a pretty asymmetrical face. I don't have like a model cut crease where my eyes look like this to where I can do the really snatched eyeliner. I have a bigger nose. I mean a longer nose, so I don't have like the cute e-girl thing. Pretty much my face is not for any trend ever. I don't know any trend it has been for. Like nothing's like worked for like an actual girl's face, I feel like. They're like, oh yeah, make your eyebrows completely symmetrical. Even though, like, this face, like, this side of my face pulls up here more than this side. So my eyebrows, even though you can't really notice it, literally this is higher than this. So, like, it's kind of like that all the time. And this pulls up at the end where this pulls up, like, here more. So, it's hard for me to create symmetrical brows because, see, this is down further than this, and then it picks up here, and this one picks up, like, here more. It's stupid. Symmetrical brows aren't a thing. I mean, you can make them as symmetrical as you'd like, and you can do pretty good. And that's not saying draw them on completely different. I'm not saying that at all. But don't sweat it, and don't ruin your makeup look trying to get it perfect. If you end up shaving the ends of your brows, I highly recommend it, but figure out a technique that works for you so your ends can be pretty dark so they don't look way lighter than the rest of your brows. Because you don't have like hair there. A lot of times they just look way lighter than the rest of your skin, so you just gotta watch. But I've gotten pretty good at it. Today is one of those days where it's like a little lighter because I just shaved them. And this one's good. It's just this one because of the lighting. See, if I do this, it's lighter, but I'm not going to sweat it. If you're up close, you don't know, I don't know. I was going to say, they're noticeable in real life, but they really aren't. Because everybody I run into, they're like even people I work with who like would have known, they're like, you can't tell. So I'm not really too worried about it. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys, like, oh, they're really noticeable like I do everything else. Because I don't really think they are. At first, they probably will be. But at first, like, with anything with brows that you're experimenting with, anything is noticeable. Like, you're going to draw them on too dark, way too thick, because the thick brow trend is a thing. And I first started doing brows when that was a thing. So, ouch. That was bad. My eyebrows were, like, Oh my god. It was when pomade first came out and when the big brow trend was a thing. So like even if your brows were like cute and tiny, you pretty much had to like draw them 2 inches higher than they are to make them thicker. I was one of those people. So just, that's why trends don't work. Trends will work to an extent, but the only trends that are really working for people are people who like have a boring enough face to where it works. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of pull off any trick and it'll look okay in the end. Like if I did a lot of the trends, I'd look like a freak because I just have an asymmetrical face. We're not models, which chances are if you're putting this much makeup on, you ain't a model. And if you're triggered by that, that sucks. Because, okay, I just said I ain't a model either, so. Triggered by that, but you're not a model. I don't care. Alright. So like I said before, my other streams, a lot of this is going back and forth. So like I just concealed. But now if I like took an edge off of like my brow, now I'll go back over, draw it, try to make it even. And you just gotta go with this easy, like easy, slow, baby steps. Because if you do too much product over time, it's gonna look crazy. You're gonna look very, very heavy and just not right. So I'm just eyeballing this and seeing where I can go. It's like, okay, now I gotta conceal this end of my brow and to make it look like this. There we go. Trying to make it just kind of even. Those are pretty good. Pretty good brows. As you can see there, they both go up and kind of taper off. Beautiful. Alright, not going to worry about that. Now, if you don't have a brow gel, use a dried up mascara if you have it, or even a brow brush, like one of those spoolies, and comb your brows. It doesn't matter what product you use on your brows, but whether it be a pomade, eyeshadow, brow gel, anything that's like will get in your hairs, you have to brush it to get it off so you can see where your hairs start and where the product is, because it's supposed to thicken your brows. Like the products that we use are typically to like thicken your brows, so you do want your hairs to stand out, because if they blend in, see, if I don't comb this, I'm just gonna have fuzzy looking eyebrows because it's gonna have all that like powder on it. So what you do is, I have brow gels, but I also have this dried mascara that works fine. So you just go and you comb it, and what that does is it releases all that product that's on them and just kind of separates it, just like it would with your lashes. It separates your lashes and makes them more defined. So like, look how much better that looks now, how much more like fluffy they are and whatnot. I gotta cover. I want to try something here quick. Just gotta make sure that this, there we go, that they go down a bit right there. Okay, cute. I want to keep them pretty angled. Oh. There we go. Alright. Cute. I'll contour my nose. So let me take, what do I want to take? Take that, tiny brush. Alright, all I do, again, because I leave it like this usually, especially if I'm in a rush, like, I don't care. My nose is never my priority. I like accentuating my features, meaning I like accentuating my eyes, because that's the prettiest part of my body. Oh, well, my face part of my body, I should say. That is what I like the best. I love my eyes. They are such a cool color. I guess you kind of can't see. Yeah, they're like brown and they go green and they have like a little dark blue line. They're just so freaking gorgeous. So I always like to accentuate them. And I have big eyes. I have really big, cute puppy dog eyes. So I like accentuating that. Usually people say like accentuate one thing, like your lips, your face, you could do super structured, or your eyes. And mine are always my eyes. They always have been on my makeup tutorials too. Like that seems like I never change it up. But that's literally like I've done structured faces before and I've showed you how to contour lips, so that's just what's gonna happen. It's always my eyes. And even in makeup tutorials that I watch of other people's, it's always their eyes. They're always doing big cut creases and whatever. Like, that's just what it is. Nobody ever accentuates their lips and does like a plain eye. Very rarely on makeup tutorials. So, went in with some bronzer. I'm just going with the fluffy brush. Make sure the lines blend it out a little bit. Let me take a little bit of powder. Just a hint. Brush off all that. And I just go on the side a little bit. Just to make sure that it doesn't get too dark on the sides. I don't go in with the huge baking right here. If you have normal skin, I should say. If you're a normal person with like perfect skin, perfectly everything, you're fine. If you're most of the population out there, if you powder your nose and right here, this nostril, when you go out, I don't care what powder you use, when you go out, these are going to be glowing white, and it's going to look so stupid, it's ridiculous. I've tried it 50 times, and I can put it on, brush it off right away, it will do it. I don't know why these people with the Photoshop and all this stuff and the filters do that. I don't know why that makes your nose look thinner when you literally don't have nostrils. I don't get the point of that. But it frustrates me because then I see 13-year-olds that will experiment and do that and realize, oh, why can't I do that? It means I must suck at makeup. No, it's because it's completely stupid. Doesn't make any sense. And people are just doing it. That's why. So there's my rant. Let me do... What do I want to do now? I mean, I guess we can start on eyes, huh? So I have some foundation here that's been on my hand from whenever I used... I'll do that. Okay. Send her a text because she's calling me right now because I'm streaming. And I don't want to stream, or I don't want to call and answer her back because it will mess up my stream. I don't know why. It seems like everybody calls me. I should have texted her and said I'm on stream because I live with my parents. So I should have been like, hey, I'm streaming. But I think she'll connect the dots. She's working late right now anyway, so not my problem. Let's see here. So you lay down a base so your color sticks. Sunset eye, I think yes. How do I want to do it though? Wing it? Sounds good to me. Did you eat? I can't answer her because I literally can't answer her. You know what? I can't do anything about it. So we're just not going to do anything about it. Because I can't take away from all this that I've already done. She can come home and do whatever. Look at that hot pink, how that shows up. That's so freaking cool. It's ridiculous. So, I'm going to do like a pink, orange, yellow faded here. Cut crease with something. I don't know. But we're going to do it. So, I use like a packing brush kind of. And I just kind of push it on. Always make sure you have like a really soft one that like won't just pick it up and like place it. Because it doesn't matter how pigmented you get your eye if it looks like the Sahara Desert. Like, if you see a bunch of texture in your eye because you just packed it on and it's just really dry looking, that is the dumbest thing. Don't do it. I've done it. That's why I'm telling you. Don't take it as like an insult, like you suck and you should know better. I'm telling you this, it's dumb. Because I did that too. Because I'm like, oh my god, super pigmented. And you will get compliments. I got compliments a lot at school because that was the thing back in the day, like, who could get the most pigmented eyeshadow or the most pigment out of their eyeshadow to get those like really fun bright looks. And I'd get very bright eyeshadow, but it doesn't matter when it's like super dry, because you can tell why they did, or how they did it then. I don't get the point in that. There's so many things like I rant about on here, but it's because I know like how it's gonna be. There's so many young kids. I was one of them. Like back in my like days where I was like going to Warp Tour and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, how do I do like a cat eye? And I was so frustrated that I couldn't do a cat eye. And it's literally because like I just have a huge brow bone, and it doesn't allow me to have a snatched cat eye that is 8 feet long and perfectly straight. Like, it just won't do that. So I could do like Minx does, like the bat wing eye, I call it. Just a Minx is a streamer, and she does that, like the bat wing eye where it connects and it gives you that effect. I do that sometimes, but I don't like the look of it when I close my eyes, so I don't do it. Instead of doing I don't know. To me, eyeliner was always to make your lashes look thicker, so I just did little liner that would like make them look thicker. I never understood the point of that, but a lot of people like it and don't use it for that. They just use it to make it look precise and their face look more snatched, but it doesn't work for me because of my eye shape, so my face doesn't look more snatched because of it anyway. So I just want to fluff this out just so the line's not so harsh. Obviously this isn't the final blend. I'm going to add a bunch of colors and stuff too, so bear with me. Again, barely touching the skin. The best way to make your look blended out and not crazy, you just gotta take your time. That's the only thing you can do. You just take your time, keep blending. That's all you can do. Small circles. Yeah, I was sitting at home and the family was busy doing stuff. So, and my mom was working late, so I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm hopping on the stream. I ain't waiting any longer. Now she calls me, did you eat? Which is nice, but it's like, bro, I waited all that time, and now that I stream, I hope she gets the hint. I hope she just gets it and puts it together. Because I mentioned when I'm going to stream, but I should have just texted her. I should have known better, but I was like, she's working late. She's just going to show up probably. I didn't even think she was going to grab food. So what I'm doing is I take that hot pink and I use like a coral to kind of make it a little lighter. And now I'm going in with yellow, tapping off excess and blending it out. And what it does is sorry, that's my Discord. The hot pink blends out into the yellow and creates orange. So it gives you like that little bit of like a sunset moment. See how it's like orange right here where it fades? That's what that does. So now I'm going to take a little more of the hot pink just to diffuse this harsher spot and fluff it out a little more, because I really like when that depth, like the darkest color, peaks up. And this seems like a lot, but I'm going to have to cut this anyway with the concealer when I do my cut crease, so nothing too crazy. I'll stream video games again, but I'm really trying to get to affiliate, you guys. So if you guys like this, get your buddies in here to watch, please. The only thing I need to up is my live viewers, like my average live viewers, and Twitch messes it up for some reason. I don't know how it's done, so whatever. But every time it goes up, it like doesn't really update it. Like it has a couple times, but it updates it way more when I have less viewers than when I have more. Like, it's so frustrating. It's like, it's weird. It is so weird how they do it. Because I'll have like, say I have like 5 average viewers, and I had like 1 or 2 in my my average is like 1.1. It'll be like, oh, you're at 1.3. And then it'll go down. Say like I have no viewers now, it'll count this and it'll be like, oh, now you're at like 1. Like it'll go down like way more for it or something, or oh, you're at now at 0.7 or something. It's weird. It's so weird. But I don't know. I'm glad that I'm just growing with followers. Thank you guys so much for being over 100 followers. I think we're at 102, which that is cool. That's pretty cool. Because I never follow people. Like, I never follow people. Because, well, I don't watch Twitch that much. I'd rather go watch the VODs on, like, their YouTube. But I never do that, and I think it's super freaking cool that you guys are like, hey, we appreciate you. Do you want PayPal set up? If you guys want to donate, let me know if you're going to donate, because then I'll set up a thing that gives you people alerts on who donates, so you guys get a little bit, like, you can see your donations and be something special. And if you do want to donate to this, I will give a shout out. If you do want to donate, I have my Amazon Marketplace link in there, in my bio. So instead of, like, you guys donating, what you do is you pay for whatever's on my Amazon Marketplace. So, like, I have, like, food boxes or whatever, like, for challenges, like international candy and snacks or whatever, because I figured you guys would get a kick out of that. And I don't know what else I have. Something makeup. I have some makeup stuff and some stream stuff. So instead of you guys wondering whether I'm, like, buying crack with it, you can know where it's going and be like, okay, I'm going to donate now because I know where it's going. So I figured you guys would get more out of that than if I just put up, like, oh, this person donated to me with, like, the little flash button in the stream. I figured it'd be more rewarding, but apparently people don't like that, but as much. But what it does is it has you buy the stuff, doesn't show you my address or anything, and I might see who does it, but it doesn't share any of your info by any means. It just takes you right to Amazon links with your account. It just pretty much takes stuff right out of my cart and has you pay for it. That's all it is. So, instead of donating, you can do that. But if you're only going to donate like $5, obviously it's not beneficial to you. So, I wouldn't if you're only going to donate $5. Because this stuff, it's hard to find like things that are like $5 on Amazon, so I don't really try to, because I'd rather have somebody just not donate then. Because, like, no, it sounds bad. Like, if you don't want to donate more than $5, then, like, just keep the $5 for yourself. But I mean it in, like, the best way possible. Like, if I donate to somebody, I'd at least donate, like, $10 to somebody. Or else I'd be like, you know what, I can just, like, keep that and add it to my pile or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if I had the money to donate to people, I'd donate that. And if you don't have the money to donate to people, like, more than that, then just keep the money for you. Because, honestly, I have a job. It's not just this. So, do not worry. I do not want donations. I'm just explaining this because I feel like the whole Amazon Marketplace isn't that, like, known. And I thought it'd be something cool that instead of you guys donating to me on PayPal, you can do that. But of course, I will get PayPal running if you guys would say, like, if somebody sent me a text and was like, hey, I want to donate to you, how can I do it? I'd set up PayPal and you guys could just send me the money. That's fine. I would get it. I have a business account and everything set up, so it's not like you're just looking up my name and sending me money. It's secure. For my purposes and your purposes, I have an official business account. It's just, the only thing I have to do is I have to do it with my bank. Like, do the thing where I confirm the amount that they sent me or whatever. That's all I gotta do. I just haven't done it yet because, one, I'm lazy, and two, I haven't had donations to where it mattered. So, if I get any, I will. If not, oh well. Now, what I am going to do, where's my foundation? There it is. I'm gonna put that there. Where's that brush? Brush. Where are you? Looking for one specific brush. Oh, it's my bag. Concealer brush. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed, honestly, that, like, it shows 0 viewers, which, honestly, it doesn't really show me. It shows 0 viewers even if somebody is watching. So if you're watching right now, thank you. kind of got this deeper color. And you can do that. I mean, you can't, it doesn't work as well as liquid, I don't think, obviously, but you just gotta go lightly and then blend out, and you can always do, more. You can always add more eyeshadow, but you can't take away. So the worst thing you could do is put on too much. Like, put on too much eyeshadow and make it look cakey, and then you can't fix it. Because to take away, you have to, like, for me to take all this away, I'd have to, like, go over it with foundation or completely wipe it off. But if I was to salvage a part from it, I'd literally have to, like, foundation some of it and try to work from there. So, you can always add more, but you can't take away, so you just gotta watch. So I'm just gonna build on that color. What I want to do right now is build depth and build, it's a sunset eye, like a cut crease. So I'm just building that angle up. Look at how cool that angle is, but then look at my crease, how it like messes with it. See that natural line here? Before I blend it out, this natural line, as you can see, there's no eyeshadow there. See how it goes up? That's my brow bone. I am not drawing a giant, big, swoopy thing there. That is literally my temple and how it goes. I have very, like a cat eye, how it goes up, but just my face. And then you just blend the edges out softly. And I'm a big fan of taking lighter shades to blend out then. Like to take out, I'd blend this, fluff this out, and then I'll take a yellow and fluff it out more. I feel like it really just makes it melt into your skin. Look at how cool this looks, guys. It's like an ultraviolet type of makeup look. I didn't say sunset eye, so I don't have to follow it. I think I did like easy cut crease or something. I don't know. I've been focusing on my titles more though, you guys. Like, I've been really trying to like get people's attention from that. Instead of like, oh, dog shit, watch my vid. Like, I can't do that. I gotta actually make it pretty interesting sounding. And I know, I was cheap. I did Hot Girl Summer, got a lot of views on it, so I'm like, I'm gonna do a Hot Girl Summer part 2. But it was only an hour and a half long, so I got like 98 views, and my other one I got like 232? 238, something. Highest views I've had, which, for me being a small streamer, and like, Twitch makes it very hard to grow on here. Their algorithm just like doesn't, I recommend like Tim the Tatman. I have never watched him, nor do I watch, I don't watch anything I don't know the guy. Like, I just have no idea who he is, what he does. I guess he plays video games by the looks of it. But like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't recommend the people I actually watch. It recommends like popular people. And then, like, so nobody's ever getting recommended of newer streamers. They just get recommended the ones that are already popular. Where YouTube, it's like, oh, this is what you watch? Well, here's other people that do this too. You know, and we'll kind of go from there. They say TikTok's algorithm's really good. But, like, I don't know. I'm kind of sketched out about TikTok, honestly. I know everybody does it, and I know I shouldn't be, and I still might get it. It's just, I don't know. TikTok, I don't have Facebook because it's like, I don't like Facebook. I don't want Facebook for drama. Facebook to me is like a bunch of like 40-year-old women, or moms, I should say, that like updating each other and like chatting. Like, that's what it's for pretty much. My mom uses it to like look at drama and like see what's going on, which is pretty much the general consensus that everybody uses it for, which is fine. But like, I don't want drama. I don't like figuring that stuff out. Like, I like it, but it stresses me out. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of me listening to all this garbage and like poisoning my brain, let me just like not. I'm gonna go with this big brush, which seems like a sin to a lot of you people who use those little fluffy brushes. But I think a big brush to go over kind of melts all the eyeshadow together. If you ever watch Bob Ross when he paints, he does his detail, and then every time he needs to like make something like together, like the water he'll blend together, he takes a big brush and just goes boom and hits it. And that's always connected with me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing that on my face. And like, it's one of those things that I feel like it kind of just does stuff for me. Like, I don't know if it really actually helps me. But I think it does. I'm pretty sure it actually does. Going in with a little bit of yellow right here to blend this. And I'm going to fluff that. My dog's excited that my mom's home. Look at how cute. Alright. What color do I want to go in with now? I think I'm just going to go in with navy blue now. To fluff this out. I love building depth. Like, I love, like, adding colors and then eventually just going to black. Like, no matter what I do, I love just, like, adding colors and then being like, okay, now I'm going to add this and darken it up. Usually I go too far, though. So I need to have some restraint in watch. I'm just going to add a little bit right there. But I like it peaking because if I don't peak, say I just do this, like this liner. Boom. I just have darkness here for, like, no reason. So I always like to peak it kind of like you do with the bat wing, how you connect these parts. Then it kind of creates a better looking wing. Take that, mix with that. And then fluff this out. See, slowly but surely, guys. Just slowly but surely. We're getting there. If you're watching this, because even though I had 3 people watching, it said no viewers. Like, it just does that. I don't know why Twitch does that, but it just does that. So, if you're watching this, let me know how long my stream has been going on for. Because I would love to know. So I want to hit that 2.5 mark for you guys. Which is way easier if I have people in here, but I don't. What up? Yes. So I said text me later because I can't get off this. I'm like, dang it, I hope she gets the hint that I'm on stream.
Okay, I'm gonna go get myself something.
What, are you going somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Why are you so late?
I go to work because I knew Dad wasn't coming home.
Alrighty, you guys. Look at how cute that looks. I gotta blend this part. I know it looks so weird, like, seeing somebody use, like, a bigger brush. But you know what? Look at this look. I obviously know what I'm doing. Don't even worry about it. It sounds cocky, but this is a bigger look. And as long as you're careful, like, obviously you have to do makeup for a while to be comfortable with that, but you can go in with bigger brushes. And that's not saying I don't mess up. Like, I'm not saying I don't mess up. I guarantee on here, if you're new to this, you don't get it. So you gotta be a regular. But if you are a regular on here, you see me mess up a million times. I'm not saying I'm the greatest by any means. It's just, you do have to get used to it. But obviously I know what I'm talking about. Even though I'm not following, like, she's not baking and setting her skin, and she's not whatever the trend is now. I don't know. There's one every other day. She's not putting a red lipstick under to make herself look like she's dead. Like, that is a dumb look. You guys personally like that for you? That is fine. Chances are you were doing it before it was even a trend, though. So, I love seeing the people who, like, follow the trend. They're like, I want to look like a vampire. And the people who were sitting here looking like vampires the whole time, who were, like, told it was stupid, they're like, what? What? I've been doing that this whole time, and now it's cool, so it's okay. What? I just feel bad. Because, like, it's, the whole makeup thing is literally, like, kind of like a cult. Like, this is lame until Instagram says it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, now that this person did it, oh, now it's cool. But when you were doing it, no. Like, that's how, like, makeup is for a lot of people. Some people just do their own thing on makeup and have really out there makeup looks. And then a part of it will be like a trend later on. It's like, oh, now it's okay. There we go. This lid is bigger than this one because the way my face is. So I have to like make them even. So that's what I'm doing right now. And they're getting pretty good. This lid just is like, as you can see, there's more lid here than there is here. It's just how my face is. Because like I said, it pulls more here. If it'd pull more here, see, it's more even. It's just how it is. Deal with it. If you like look at your face, especially like in the Twitch cam where it's like backwards, you know, it'll show up backwards, or like take a picture in a mirror, it really shows how uneven your face is. And that's not a bad thing. Literally everybody has an uneven face. Like me just talking out loud here, that doesn't mean like you suck, you're ugly. I'm just saying like literally everybody has an uneven face. I explain myself too much on here. I don't care. It's just, hey, for someone to be like, call me ugly, when I've literally explained 50,000 times how uneven my face is. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Going with white and a hint of yellow, just to really fluff that a bit. Look how cute. Look at how cute that is. That is adorable. Now I need a shimmer. Take your finger, take some shimmer, put it in the inner corner. I went down too far. See, just messed up. Went down way too far. But does it matter? Nope. Literally doesn't do anything. Okay, let me take a little more yellow. Oh, I got setting powder all on my palette. Dang it. It's mostly in the white, so it doesn't really matter, but it's like, dang. Alright, well, I'm going to use that, mix with the white, take off excess so it doesn't really dry this out, and set what I have in here. Don't put on too much foundation. That's why I took my finger and dabbed it, because if you have it real cakey, like really thick with foundation, concealer, whatever you're using, and then you just powder the crap out of it, that makes it look really, really dry. So you just gotta take a look at it, take off a lot of excess, and powder where it's necessary. And I used, instead of like a white concealer, I used my foundation because it doesn't matter. If anything, I want more of that yellowish, pinkish that this will give me, because I don't want it to be bright white in the middle because everything else is so warm. So I do want some warmth. If you do makeup for a while, you always notice you have a prettier side as far as like how your makeup turns out. This side's makeup always turns out way better than this side's. Not that this side's ugly, it's just the blend here is so much nicer right at this spot. Here this is nicer though. I don't know. Today it's pretty even. Usually it's not. Usually it's one side's just better than the other, and that's how it is. It's usually always this side. But I think it's just like how comfortable your hand is being across instead of right here. I think your hand's just a lot more comfortable. What I want to do, let me take, what is that, like a purple? That's like a purple. I'm going to take that right there. I'm going to peek in that hot pink a little bit, because that's what's going on over there. And a little bit of orange and coral. Add a smidgen right here, just barely tapping it in. I'm just trying to get like that tone to be the same. So like, I'm just going back and forth and seeing what spots are like, oh, what's warm, and then what looks more purple than what looks over here, like this and that. And I'm just getting that pretty even. Is it still tacky? Yes. So if it's still tacky, what's going to happen is your lid, because you, for a cut crease, you always draw above your lid. I especially have to. Where's my concealer brush? So what's going to happen is you're going to get a line right there, like where my natural lid is. And all you do is tap that out and then go over and powder it again. Don't set it with powder, because then what's going to happen is that line's going to stay and it won't go away because you just set it there. So I actually need to fix the shape a little more here. Blend that. This doesn't look round enough. Where's my little brush? Take a little bit of pink. Right there. Okay. I'll make sure it's nice and round. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Like I said again, just go over your shape. Don't worry if it's right the first time. You can go over with eyeshadow and blend and do this, that, and the other thing, and you'll be fine. It's not, makeup isn't that serious. I feel like the whole makeup beauty community made it like there's a science behind it and you need to do it that way. Makeup started like just doing what you're doing. Of course there are trends, but everybody does makeup a certain way. We have different faces. We can't, you think about it, we can't possibly all have the same makeup routine and the same trends when all of our faces look completely different. Look at how cool it is. That's looking so cool. It's like an eyelash makeup look. But I don't even know if I have my lashes nearby. Oh, by the way, I don't like ever put on lashes, so deal with it. Oh, there's a makeup brush here. This isn't my angled brush though. But that very well could mean that I dropped it over here. Or I lost it at the hotel, but I don't even think I had it at the hotel. Anywho, I'm just trying to find my lashes really quick. Huh. Are they over there? I don't know. I had to move a bunch of crap in my room, so it could be over there somewhere. I'm not sure. I do have little bits of lashes here. I could just lash the ends, but I don't like doing that. I'm sitting on a sponge. So, I don't prefer that, but I can. Let me take a really tiny brush. You know what? I'll use this brush. A really tiny, it's like a packer, but it's not really like precise. I'm going with the black. A black mixed with that navy blue that we were using just to kind of diminish it a little bit. I'm going just along here. And I'm using a packer brush, but I'm sliding it so it fades into it and doesn't create a real harsh line. I'm starting at the middle of my eye right here, and I'm going out, picking it up a hair. And then I'm just going to fade to fuzz it out. See the difference here to here? How it just darkens it? Now this does the same thing eyeliner does, because it is eyeliner. But we don't have that harsh angle right here that does nothing. Instead, we thickened our lashes without there being a trick. It just makes us look like we naturally have that thick of lashes, which helps us from having to put on huge fake lashes. Because if you're doing a big makeup look like this, you don't want lashes on to cover it. I hate covering my awesome makeup looks with lashes. And I'm going to take some of that right along the lash line here. Just a hair. You don't want a harsh line. And you don't want to make it real wet or else it'll come out like eyeliner. If you keep it a little bit dry, it will be a lot better for you. Just want to cut that a little bit. There we go. And then again, just tap around lightly. Be very careful around here. You can very easily get wrinkles by doing that because that skin's very sensitive. So I'm going to just connect these over here and blend this out into that hot pink so they all connect. If my eyes, because they're puffier, you can see they go boop, boop. So I need to have a darker color to connect them right there. Buddy, you're okay. so it kind of like makes them look more swooped. Your fingers are a great tool for makeup. Like, people don't use them enough. Like, they don't say, like, how great they are and how nice they are to blend. But then you'll watch, like, the Vogue stories on Snapchat of, like, the models who are doing their makeup or movie stars. And they're literally just taking, like, cream and doing this on their eyes and stuff. It's amazing to see. It is amazing to see how they do their makeup. And they just, for some reason, people can't connect the dots. Like, that's what frustrates me so much. I'm gonna take this same white shimmer, make sure I don't have too much on my hand, and just kind of like really dab lightly on the lid, very lightly, because if you pack too much, you're gonna get really clumpy. Then take a dry finger and just pat it around to make it look even. Look at how pretty that is. What frustrates me a lot is that people can't connect, because social media, like, for some reason, brainwashes people. As in, like, you'll see 50 models and movie stars who, like, all have the same routine. Like, they keep it simple and just kind of like, oh, I just go in with a cream and whatnot. And then they see these people with these huge makeup looks on Instagram, and they're like, that's what that person did. That's how they look so good. It's like, no, they don't. Like, they're literally a model. That's how they look so good and don't need to put on makeup. Like, if you like putting on a lot of makeup, then you put on a lot of makeup. I used to think I need this much makeup or I won't look that good. And now that I am fine with that, and I'm like, I just really like makeup. Like, I fell in love with makeup, and that's what I do now. But by no means do I think I need it, or else I wouldn't be on here every day. Not every day. Wouldn't be on here like once a week without makeup. Like, there's no way it would happen. There's no way it's possible. There we go. Alrighty, you guys. Let me do lashes. Not lashes, but mascara. Because this is going out. This is going out makeup. If you want big lashes on, you know how to put them on. If you were going to put big lashes on, you know how to put them on. If you do not know how to put big lashes on, and this is your first night, and you're just going to wing it and do it to look good, don't. You will look way worse winging the fake lashes because you saw a makeup tutorial on that they look good. I'm not going to tell you to put them on. You just put on lash glue, let them, the glue get clearer. If it's duo, of course, usually most glues will do that, and that's when it gets really tacky. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute. You can wait longer. It's safer to wait longer than to put it on like real wet and sticky. Don't do that, and then clamp it on. Make sure you trim your lashes so they fit your eyes too, or else you're gonna they're gonna fly up here or stick out here. Just don't put them on. If this is your first time experimenting with lashes to go out and look good, don't. I'm gonna show you how to make your lashes look awesome right now. Like, as long as you have normal lashes and you don't have, well, even if you don't have the greatest lashes, like, this will work for anyone. Go get yourself, I have the best, my favorite mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash. Always has been. It curls, especially if you have the eyebrow or the eyelashes that like go straight and they look like they're going down. Use the Benefit Roller Lash. It is a lifesaver. But I am grabbing other mascaras to show you how to do it if you don't have that. Let me just make sure I'm grabbing all my stuff. Let me put my brushes in here, actually. This is my, oh, there it is. I know I had a cleaner one. Okay, so instead of the Benefit Roller Lash, we will get into that. But let me explain this to you first. Bear with me. If you want nice lashes without putting on the wonky fake lashes, just listen. Don't put on fake lashes if you are trying to go out and look really good. Don't. It's going to look wonky and fake. And you don't want to ruin all this by putting 50 tries of glue on trying to get a lash to stick. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. It's like curved and it's spiky and it's thick plastic, but it's not real hard. It, like, as you can see, it bends pretty well. It is amazing. But it's one of those mascaras that's like liquidy and it makes you look like you have clumpy ends to your lashes, which is one thing I don't like. Now, the name of these lashes, these mascaras, is irrelevant. I'm showing you the applicator and what they look like. More so, what type. So that is a plastic one. The plastic one combs through and separates your lashes more. That's what that's for. This one, same thing. This is plastic, but as you can see, it has softer bristles. So it'll do the same thing where it'll comb through, but this is going to be much finer and softer looking. Now, let me see right here. Perfect. This one, you can see it's not plastic, it's like an actual brush. What this does is it makes your lashes look thicker. Plastic separates, because if you think about it, when you brush your hair with the plastic combs, it really gets the tangles out and separates them. But when you get like the really soft brushes that have the legit bristles, like it looks like a horse brush, what that does is fluffs them. Fluffs it, makes your hair look nice and thick. It doesn't really it doesn't separate your hair, but it makes it look fluffy and nice. That's the same thing here. So, this mascara will comb through and push it up, but it'll look spidery and fake at the top. Same with this, but this will separate a little more because there are more bristles. And this one will thicken it. They will thicken your lashes, and then it just gives it a softer look. So, I will show you using 3 mascaras how to do it. So, if you have a plastic mascara, a plastic applicator mascara, and a softer mascara, I will show you how to get the effects of a really good high-end one. All you need is a soft bristled mascara and a plastic bristled mascara. That's it. Softer, like a legit eyeshadow spoolie brush, and plastic. Doesn't matter how, why, what, when. Doesn't matter. Look at this. Oh, I had the perfect thing. Voluminous Million Lashes by like Maybelline or something. L'Oreal. This is plastic. So again, it lengthens and separates your lashes but doesn't do anything. So doesn't matter if it's cheap or luxurious. This is Lancome, I think. Doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the softer brush, go right to the root. Even if it bothers your eyes, chances are you didn't get this far if this stuff bothers your eyes. You go to the root, you push, shake, and comb a little bit. Push, shake, comb. Push, shake, comb. You want to get that in your hairs as much as possible. Go to the end, push, shake, comb. So look at that. Now there's that. I'm going to do one side done and one side not done. So right there's just the root. Look at how thick and nice our root looks. It looks like you put like eyeliner on or something. Now I'm going to take this drugstore mascara with the plastic and I'm going to comb up. Push in. Always push in though. Don't really push out and do this. You want to push in. Not really hard to where it's touching your lid, because that'll put mascara stuff on your lid. You just want to push up and out, because what that's going to do is going to naturally curl it up. So you push in, comb up. Push in, comb up. Keep doing this till it's a consistency you want. If you like big spidery lashes, keep going. But if you don't, and you want them to be a little more soft, let them go. And I will go in with the Benefit Roller Lash anyway after this to spruce it up a little bit. But I'm saying if you're somebody with cheap mascara and you're just trying to get nice lashes, you use multiple. Because in the end, instead of spending $40, $30 on one mascara, spend $10 on 2, you're still better. And you can do the same thing. I'm just messing around with it, keep brushing, because again, it's separating our lashes. It's lifting them and separating them. So see how separated they are? But they're not all clumpy at the end because we're already combing through with that product that was used before. It's just brushing everything and lifting it up. But we don't have a lot of product on the ends because we only hit the root mostly. with multiple products.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Mascara, but I have it and it's actually like really pointy and uncomfortable for me to use, so I don't like that one. It kind of stabs you in the eye. So especially if you're not used to like using mascara, like don't use it. Alright, so now just gonna brush the end, make sure the end's all good. Alright, cute. So as you can see, these are thicker than this side, just because we use multiple different mascaras. So look at these. They're pretty separated because of the plastic, but they're pretty just like stringy and not, I don't know. They're just not as thick and as wow as this side. Like, look at how thick and pretty that looks, and these look kind of stringy. So, now what I do, let's see the different sides. See, definitely thicker. Definitely not. Definitely thicker. So that's nicer looking. So see, you can get the same results, if not better, using, where's that other one? 2 drugstore mascaras. What's the fit to go with it? You know what? I don't change to do any of this stuff. I don't wear a fit. But I have a jumpsuit that's like navy blue. Or, I'll show you a shirt. I have a shirt that's really cute. It goes with it. But I will not be wearing clothes for this because I'm not going out. I live on a farm and I ain't doing that. But now that I'm going to go in with this voluminous one and the soft bristled one, it's going to thicken this up a lot. Now before that dries, I'm going in with, you know what? I'll go in with the Benefit Roller Lash because chances are you don't have a dry one of those lying around. So then you just comb all that thickening stuff up so it doesn't make them too spidery and fake. I really believe in using multiple mascaras because they're all so different. So it's like you can't get everything from one. The closest to it is this, the Benefit Roller Lash. But still, it's like not everything. And if you get clumps, like say you're using this mascara to brush out other mascara, but it's just too much product and it's getting clumpy on the ends, you take a dry mascara, obviously have it be clean, and that will take off the excess like on the ends and make it look a little more natural. Okay. So let me take this. This is a dry mascara. And so that won't add product while it's combing. It'll just brush. I have this cute crop top that's like a sweater kind of, but it has like red and bubblegum pink on it and hearts. So it's like a Valentine's Day kind of look. And I feel like that'd go really cool with this. And I have like red shorts that I usually go with them, or like jean shorts that have like roses on them that are red, so it kind of matches. But, so I usually do that. Look at how cute this is. So that's the Benefit Roller Lash with the other mascara. As you can see, even though we brushed it here, it gets clumpy at some spots. But here it's not bad. It's just because you use so much product. Like I said, I usually would just go in with a dry roller lash, but you guys probably won't have like a dry roller lash running around. So, now here's the bottom lashes with just the Benefit Roller Lash. I like using this for my bottom lashes. I only use this for my bottom lashes. I don't use multiple mascaras for my bottom lashes because they're too touchy. You can't really go in with like a soft bristled mascara and not make a mess on your lid. Like, you don't want to risk it. It's much easier to make a mistake on your bottom lashes than your top. There we go. Especially because mine are pretty long. I need to be careful because they can hit like my lids a lot. I just want to make sure I'm not hitting my lids. Let me see here actually first. Right there I hit. Oh, it went away. That doesn't matter. And let me finish this so these get a little more even. Let me get a look here first, what I like better. You know what? Honestly, this side, this mascara looks really fake here because the end doesn't. But this side looks way worse in person than it does in real life. So if you mess up your mascara, you just do that. You just pluck it off. That's a little fake right there. That's a little fake right there. You just take those clumps right off. And you just go back in because you took the product off while it's wet. When it's dry, you can't do that. You'll rip your lashes out. But when it's wet, you can. And you just go back in and fix it up. I end up a mess after all my looks because I'm hands-on. I'm very hands-on. As in, like, I'm always going to make a mess, always going to be grabbing and fixing things, and I can't not. Alright, so, now, fix this, And I always push up my lashes too to kind of curl them a little bit. So there's that compared to this. I don't notice too much of a difference. How are the bottom lashes? Can't really tell with the pink. These are more natural, but these are definitely like longer and better looking. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with both sides. But look at this. We don't need lashes. Look at how pretty this look is. And how, like, lifted our mascara is. By no means do we need giant lashes that are going to cover our thing. Like our whole look that we did. Then when I close my eye, you can see the look. It's not covered. It doesn't look blended here. Well, it does now. But, like, right here, it doesn't look blended. And then I turn my head, and it's, like, super soft. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Like, how the camera looks. It's weird how it does that. But now, we're going to do lips. That's what I want to do. I want to do something a little different. Oh, what are you? I remember you. Lip Retreat. Lip oil. I think that's, like, a gloss, though. This. Okay. Sugar Mint Rush. Ooh, that is really melted. Lip thing that kind of, it really hydrates and like kind of irritates your lips, I'd say. But it doesn't really. It's just like if you put peppermint oil on your lips. It gives you that cooling feeling. Now, I'll show you. My lips aren't small. Like you can see. This is, like when you pout, that's how they look. When I don't pout, they're still pouty. I have very pouty lips. It's just they're not huge, which I don't have a problem with because I have a tiny head, so I don't need like big plump lips. But they're pretty pillowy. They're nice. But right here, I have no pigment. So even though my lips are this big, I don't have pigment here. So I'm going to show you how to do it without overlining your lips. I'm going to try to use a lip stain. Does it actually have anything in it right now? Oh, it does. I'm going to line it with lip stain. And I'm just going with the shape of my lips. I'm not overdrawing or anything. And if my stream cuts out, there's a storm going on. I didn't know if you heard that thunder a little bit ago, like a second ago, but just watch. Because it might cut out. But I don't think so. It's not very stormy anymore. this is covered. And the reason I didn't do over here is because it is darker already. I'm going to go in here. Go in here a little more. Go in here a little more. Go in there. Go in there. And I always go in this crack in my lip because I think it's really cute to have that be like plump. And then just pat. You can wait longer and of course the color will set more. But I like this little pink. I just wanted it to be a little more saturated. And I'm just going to kind of dab it on my hand a little bit. So, not much comes off. There's a hint, very hint of pink. But not much comes off. So, look at how plump and cute our lips look. And now I will show you eyeshadow, what you can do. I'm going to take that hot pink that we used. Now our lips are nice and hydrated. It's not like our lips have nothing on them, just like skin. If you go in with dry skin and put foundation on, your skin's going to end up looking like shit. But if you have nice, hydrated, plumped up lips, you can go in with eyeshadow as long as you're careful. It's the same as setting your skin with foundation. Or setting it with powder after foundation. Take that hot pink. Right there. I'm going to just draw it on so you guys can see. Right here. That corner. This corner. Right here in that corner. That corner and a little bit right here and here. Because what we want to do is make this darker so this is highlighted. So it's like lumped and pillowy. Now you just drag. Be careful. If you mess up, you just take foundation or like concealer and conceal it. Like, see how this sticks out a little bit? Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, fine. It's fine. So, if I couldn't fix that, then I'd go in with foundation. But because it did, you don't need to. Look at how cute that is. Now, I have a nude shadow. Very soft. Right here. I'm just going to kind of set it. And that's all to lighten up those certain spots so they don't look really crazy. And you want a shimmer? Go in with some eyeshadow. I do have a lip oil that I will do after for your guys' sake. Watch this. And you don't put on a lot. If I would cake this, like if I put all this all over my lips, it would look dry. But just like the nose, instead of putting shimmer all over your nose and making it look really weird and fake, you just do the spots that are like the high points. And then that's what makes it natural. Oh, the rain started. So this stream cuts out, guys. There will probably be a part 2. Probably not actually because this lip look is done, but I really hope we can keep going. I can hear the rain. And look at how stunning. I want to just line that a little bit. So it's not so like pink up here and not pink there. So what I'm going to do actually, if you get it to where you're like, oh crap, I accidentally put too much lip stain up here and not on the other part. I mean, that happens. Like, what just happened to me? I use lip stain. I've used it before and it's happened to me right then and there. So, no, I don't have any open. So you take foundation, you put a little bit there so it's just barely on your finger. Right here. Right there. Then you just blend. So I lined it up. Just blend together. So now they're more even. That's the only difference. It is pouring. Holy crap. I love the rain. I love the rain so much. The best sleep you get is when it's a hot, humid day and you worked a lot and then you're falling asleep to it. It just like cools everything off at night. Let me just foundation that part a little bit. I know it's called concealing, but I'm using foundation, so that's why I'm saying that. I'm not trying to be like cute. It's just, I don't know. For some reason I always say foundation if I'm using it. And then let me just do that here just to make it even. So what you're gonna end up is with like a pretty structured lip, which isn't very natural. Some people like it. I don't. I don't want my lips. When I'm doing like a rosy pink, I want it all to be soft. I don't want it to be very fake and structured. So I pinch in here because I don't want an edge. And I just blend. See? And you get like a more naturally pink. And I'm just making sure there's pigment everywhere. Okay, cute. So like look at that. If I want a big structured lip, I'd go in and do all that stuff, but I want this to be very soft and like plump looking. I'm gonna go in with this lip oil. Let me try to, okay. Hate these like applicators. Always reminds me, I had this back in the day. You get, their Webkins had gloss. I don't know, Webkins like was a huge thing. You get gloss from Webkins. You could like buy it at like the Hallmark stores or whatever. That's what that reminds me of, because it's these stupid little plastic applicators that don't do anything. That's what that is. I put way too much on because I never use it. Right there, I messed up. Oh no. Like, look at how cool it looks. So pretty. But that one's tinted, so it kind of takes away our color. And again though, like, let me say I was eating. This is my hand. Obviously, my hand isn't greasy. It's not going to be near as bad as when I eat food. So let me say I'm eating. Let me try to bite it. There, just bit my hand. Look at the ring that gloss left. Gloss comes off. Gloss is not going to stay. Look at how easy this comes off when I just rub it. You can't have fun all day wearing gloss. It just won't work. Like, you're much better using eyeshadow. And like, sorry that's not on Instagram and everything on your makeup tutorials, but honestly, right there it is. Like, let me do this. Boom, boom, boom. Let me set this. This still has some of that lip stuff on it. Alright, so I just went in with powder. So we saw how bad that other thing was that I wiped off. Now let's see how this is. And it still has lip oil on it. There is some. You guys can't really see it though. Barely, like a little hint right there. And it still has the lip oil on it. I just set it a little bit. Look at how much better it looks. Now I set with like a cream. Or a beige color. But look, this is hot pink powder. So I just go in. Look at how pigmented my lips are. Now there's a full eye look. Or a full lip look. To match my eyes. Nothing. Because it's set with powder. So it's more practical to wear out when you're going to hang out with people. And it looks just as good, I think. I think it looks just as good as that gummy, nasty lip oil. But I use the wrong color, so whatever. I'm going to darken my brows a little bit. Because even though, see how my brows don't even look red. Even though I use a burgundy color. That's weird. I use a burgundy color from the Subculture palette. So if you're wondering what color I use that. But this is used and abused. That's the color I use. It doesn't even look red. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, it doesn't, like, not match. But weird how it doesn't show up. So I go in with, like, a hint of black. It's not really black. It's, like, a dark purplish black. And I'll do that sometimes to darken my stuff up. I wasn't looking in the mirror and I just messed up there. But that's okay. I'll conceal it. So I'll do that just to kind of give my brows a little extra something. I just blend that with my finger. Cute. I want my precise brush. There it is. My more precise brush. Someone's in here. Can you let me know how long I've been streaming? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If not, no biggie. I wish I have to update something or fix something. I don't know why it does that, but for some reason it doesn't tell me when I have viewers now. Even if I have viewers. But if I know if I'd have like 5 right now, somebody would be talking. So I know I don't have many anyway right now. But I don't know. I get decent views like after. I don't know why I don't have that many live. It's weird. I should do my streams later. I tried doing them before Cameron gets home from Hay, because I just did Hay today, and then he did Hay, so I try to have time for him. So it's like, I don't want to do them very late, but like, I guess I have to sometimes. I gotta just suck it up and do it. I probably get more live, because a lot of people watch it later. Again, brushing through, because I just put product on. Makes them look way, way better. Look at how cute. I should have concealed that more. Ew. I put more powder on, that's why that looks like that. So, that's why. I don't want to get, whatever. I'll conceal them again, just so it looks good for you guys. Even though I don't like wasting product, and you get the point. Cute. Now, take the product off the brush. Trying to take some of that so it just diminishes it so it's not so crazy. And fluff that eyeshadow up. A lot of times concealing your brows actually helps your brows, your eyeshadow blend into your brow more. Like, if you go too dark, you always just do foundation, then blend up. That's what I meant earlier. What is with this brow? Oh, I just blended up too much into it. That's what happened. Cute. Look how cute. I'm going to show you the fit, because I promised that guy, even though he's not watching right now, probably, I'm going to show you the shirt, because it's right here on the floor, because I'm disgusting. Where is this? I've been wearing this a lot lately. What? How do I have it? Oh, I unbuttoned it when I last took it off. Oh, okay. I have to button it back up. Excuse me for 1 second. You can look at my gorgeous makeup. Try to clock it while I'm over here doing this. Look at that pimple. I didn't even have that pimple today. Like, literally before my stream, I noticed it. And I didn't notice it at all throughout the day, because, like, lip pimples bother me. It's just annoying. But I didn't even notice it until I was, like, about to stream. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Which I always have acne doing my makeup streams anyway, but I was like...
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost,
but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds have put the work in, we got some work, man. I started to do. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a beast of the net. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to go. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
Because my freckles, I have little freckles coming out because I don't, the foundation I use is Rare Beauty, and it's more like oil based. It's very thin. It's the Selena Gomez one, and I want to see if I can get close up and you guys can see here. Not really, but like there's a freckle, there's a freckle. I have freckles everywhere, but like they're way more noticeable in person, but you can see them peek out through like the pink and the blushiness, and it's actually super freaking cute. I like a lot of blush on me. I go to the point where it's just almost too much. Like, it's gonna become a problem if I put any more on. Like, this is, like, obviously fake, but it's not to where I'm, like, trying to look like ooh nuzzle. But I think it's really cute on me, especially when I do warmer looks like this. I think it's just super cute. Like, it's, like, hot, but it's not, because it's, like, hi, don't I look cool with all my blush? Like, it's sick. I just think this look is just sick. There's nothing else to say about it. It looks dope. We have, like, purples, pinks, oranges. We have a little bit of navy blue in there. Like, it's not really exactly a rainbow, but if I put in a green, it'd look a little ugly. If you want your eyes to look bigger, let me throw this in. Just because, why not? I'll just run my stream longer. How long have I been going? 7:30. It's gotta be over 2 hours, doesn't it? When did I start? 5 something? 5 something? I gotta keep it going. A little bit. Just to make sure. Seems like I'm doing it just for views. And honestly, a lot of it is. Because if I'm putting in over 2 hours, and if I go stay on for 20 more minutes, it gives me like 50 more views. You bet your ass I'm staying on for 20 more minutes. Not that I'm doing this just for views, because if I was, I would not be doing this because I don't have very many views. But I gotta get myself growing, and I'd appreciate a shout out for my makeup if you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't, please don't give me a shout out at all, because I wouldn't do that for somebody that I didn't care for. So I don't ask anybody who gives me special treatment to be nice. So I put on a little bit of that. I use foundation. Be careful. Make sure the product you're using is eye safe. Preferably actual eyeliners that are just cream colored or white. I go in with this flat, it's like a packer brush, but I flatten it over time with creams. And I go in here. I take my finger and slide it through my eye. If you're not good with people near your eye or things near your eye, you're not going to do it, but you're probably not going to do it with eyeliner anyway. But see how white it is in this corner? You just drag that and it kind of diminishes a little bit, so where it keeps it there, but it's not so overboard. And I'm just going to go and put a little more outwards. I think it looks super cute on me. And then blend that a little bit. Cute, cute, cute. Now, you should do that before you do mascara. It's not the end of the world. But if you do it, make sure you go over your mascara again, because it'll have like foundation or whatever you used on it. But look at how cute, much bigger my eyes look. Like, they definitely look bigger. I don't like using this because my eyes are big enough, so when I do this, it almost looks too big. Like, it looks weird. Like I'm trying to be like a doll, and by no means is that ever anything I want to do. But I'm going to put a little bit of darker there. If you go too heavy-handed, like on the outside, and it looks weird, kind of like how this does, you just put a little bit right there, and you just blend out your eyeshadow. And now it fixes it to where they're bigger here, but it's not like all the way out like you're trying to do like the anime eyes, like a cosplay eye. Because cosplay, they like to bring it out to here to make it like the Belle Delphine type of thing. And I'm not doing that. But this look is pretty cute. I can do my stamp. Let me do my one stamp. Like the only one I ever use. There's a Sharpie marker. I put Sharpie on my face before. And it burned. I don't think you're supposed to use that at all. Ooh, these are by Bite. This is a lip by Bite. Let me go over here and use this, because it's an actual lip. I'll read the shade after. I haven't used so many of these products in a while. I'm someone, I don't care if makeup's expired, I will use it. That sounds bad. That's because it is. We're not supposed to use expired makeup. I just do because I'm an idiot and I'm cheap. Chai. This lipstick shade is called Chai. I don't know how that burgundy brick red gives you chai, but I don't drink tea or any of that stuff, so who am I to say? What am I looking for? Oh, my one thing. That's a literal pen. Why do I have a pen in my makeup thing? Is that a heart? I have a lightning bolt, a star, and a heart. And the heart is, of course, the last thing I find. You ever do that where, like, you're looking for one thing and you'll find... Why do I have two Sharpies in my thing? You're trying to find one thing and you'll find every other product of the same kind, but it's not the one you want. Ever. I always... When I do pomades and say, like, I'd used the blonde one before, I'd always find the browns and stuff before I find the blonde. Where the hell is it? Did I lose that? How do I... Why is everything disappearing? I literally had it, like, not too long ago. They all should be in here. I never used this for it to be lost. That is so weird. That is so weird, it's ridiculous. Oh well, I'll put on this liquid lipstick, because why not just keep caking on makeup? You guys know how makeup is. Obviously, I'd sharpen this up and it would look better. I'm just caking on makeup for the sake of fun. This is a liquid lip. a NARS. And it's pretty cool. I just don't wear lips. It doesn't stay on very well though. I don't think it's supposed to though. I don't think it's like a dry down matte. Which, if you don't want your lip to stay on for a whole day, what's the point? Cute, cute, cute. Now, blend out the edge. Yeah, I don't like these parts right here that like sag down. I look like that fish that got put in that machine where it like sucks on your mouth in Monsters Inc. Well, he's not a fish, he's a monster. He looks like a fish though. This is a pretty cool look, I'm not gonna lie. You never want to do just one shade though. Like, you never want to just put on a lip and then that's it. Unless you're going for like a classic like 60s look or something. Then this is the perfect lip. This NARS lip, Star Woman, it's pretty sick. If you want a classic red. Like back when I go to the car shows and stuff, and you want like a classic red, that's pretty cool. But while it's wet, you always want to set it just so it has a different color. Because you don't want your lip to be one color, or it's going to be like your face if you just put foundation on it and don't contour, use bronzer to contour, anything. It's going to be one shape. And that's actually going to harm your face more than if you even put makeup on. I mean, more than if you would have just left it natural. If you just leave it natural, you at least have a bone structure, but if you just put foundation on your face, and then you don't do anything else with it, you're actually doing more harm. Because you're taking away, like, a lot of shape. I'm gonna put on some shimmer. Brush it into the powder. Look at how cute. My lips look actually too big because of all that red. I don't know why it looks so big. I think just because they're so defined, I'm not used to it. I'm like, ugh. I do not like bright lips on myself. That's just not my gig. I think it's because it's so red too. Like, I shouldn't have this bright of a red with this lip or with my eyes, but whatever. It's definitely cute. Like, this is definitely a really cute look. I want to do, I think that's what I'm going to do next for my look. I'm going to do a super cute look, because I haven't done one of those in a while, where I'm just trying to look cute, like a big puppy dog eyes. I'm going to do that next. That's definitely what I'm going to do. I hate red lips on myself, because I'm pale. Like, look at this. Bam. And then all of a sudden it's like, bam. Like, it's too much. Look at how cute. And it's like, it's like that guy from Monsters Inc. that was put in the machine that his lips were sucked on. I don't like that look. I don't like that at all. I don't like bright red lips on me. I'm too, like, fair. Well, not even that. I've gotten a little tanner, I guess. But, I don't know. It's just not my gig. Put it that way. If I had my freckles, maybe it'd be a little cuter. But if I did light blush, like barely any foundation, or like heavy blush, but I did light foundation, all my freckles came through. Oh, it's so cute. That's the one thing I like. That's the one trend. Never mind, I lied. There is a trend I could do. Faux freckles. And it's because I didn't need to. I was just like, yeah, F you. I got them. And you don't. But I felt bad for people. Because I never wanted them as a kid. I never liked them. And now I'm just like, this is awesome. I am so unique. It's sick. But, I don't know. It's like a little Dalmatian. I am covered everywhere in them. Look at my muscle line. I'm so beefy. Today I did like nothing. I brought like hay in and sprayed weeds. Feeling so tough. It was really hot today though. It's the one thing. After you like work a lot and it's hot, you're just like, I was through war. I am the toughest person ever now. I have to feed my goats. Still. 7:40. I should be done soon. Let me look at my messages. Somebody followed me. Thank you. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. I love getting followers. I've been getting more followers lately. That is awesome. Let me just put on some more highlighter, because let's keep you guys going. I mean, that's a lot of highlight. I put too much on. Shit. I'll show you a trick then. You know what? I'm going to show you a trick that I do then. A lot of people like glowing highlights. I'm not one. I used to be on that trend, because I was also a part of that trend where that was a huge thing, where you needed your highlight to be really, really fake and noticeable. I'll put a little more. You always like dab on with one end and then like blend out with another. And if you have if you're too matte, you like powder too heavy, take off the excess of the shimmer and just go in here and then blend it out a little bit. And it'll give you a little more like shine. If you go a little too heavy, it'll mimic natural. So I always would not contour, but I'd put bronzer on my collarbones to kind of accentuate the shadows. And then I'd highlight them, my collarbones, because I love collarbones on people, so therefore I love that I have collarbones, because a lot of people, even though they have them, they're not very noticeable, I should say. I love that. And then, instead of like doing that body lava and putting it all over, just put it on the high points. Because if you put it all over your arms, you're just gonna look greasy. Like, it's gross. I don't like that. Ooh, that's a lot. Gotta use it up. Look at how cute that looks. But like, then my arm is normal. Like, that's not... Look, the high points are shimmery. This is shimmery. This is shimmery. And nothing else is like really terrible. This lip is gross. I hate red lips on me. Ooh, let me put this thing on. It's like a gloss, kind of. I'm putting way too much stuff on. You know what? Just send it. What does this do? It just made my lips more red. I don't know what it is. What is this thing? Because I got 2 in my sample pack. Black Honey. Almost Lipstick, it's called. Oh. So it's like a sheer lipstick. Oh. I mean, it's cute. God, I hate red on my lips. Dang it. I need to be able to look at myself. Taking concealer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I need to just dim it down. I can't have this bright of a color on my lips on this pale face. There's dog hair in it in the concealer. That's disgusting. Dog hair gets everywhere, so if you're saying ew right now and you have a dog, forget you. It's a little more bearable. Barely. But a little more. Look how messy it is in the corners. Ooh, it actually fixed it like instantly. And I'm a god. Like I'm a pro. I'm complaining how ugly the lip look is. It's nothing to do with the lip look. It's just, I don't like that on my face. God, my lips look so long. I have hiccups. Great. Look at these hands. These hands. Oh, that's better. That's a little more natural. Great. That's a little better. Boop. That's a little better. I just don't like lips on me. I like my natural lip shape. Like, I take, instead of like a bright red lip, I just use my natural lips. That sounds stupid, but I would. Look at how much our pink died down. Like, that's what I like would use on my cheeks. See how like this all diminished? It does. So you can go a little heavier as long as you're not making it dry looking. If you're going somewhere and you have like a little eyeshadow compact, you just flick this on. Look at how much more vibrant it is now. Like, that's how you can tell how much faded. And you take like a bit of white, you just blend it quick. If you're one of those people who's like, how do I get color? How do I blend it quick? You just do that. Take a hot pink and then you take a white and you just blend it. Look at that. Blended. Soft. Done. What am I at? What am I at? I don't know how long I've been doing this. 7:46. I gotta be done by now. I gotta at least be at 2.5. Gotta be. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I'm gonna be busy. Don't know when I will stream again. Within a week. It's always within a week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here's the final eye look. Don't mind the lips because I've done 50 different things for you guys. But look at the skin. Look at how cute and dewy the skin is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.